We can walk a bit through it. So I think we just discussed how everyone can help. Maybe there's a thing or two here that I didn't mention. And then we talk about how the repository is structured. So basically, very simple. We have an apps folder and a libs folder, where the apps is everything that users can run, and the libs is all the libraries. Don't think if I need to explain it further, probably you're not on the right place.
Yep.
And then it goes on, but I think for brevity, we'll just skip ahead to the development workflows. That's the main entry point for anyone who wants to contribute to the project. So what we have here is basically an environment setup. So we have the different tools that anyone needs in order to contribute to Wing. Some of them are needed just for the compiler. Others might be needed for other parts. But basically, if you want to compile and run the project, you need all of those tools.
Yeah. So this page basically kind of takes me from someone who doesn't have even Node.js, Rust, CLI. I mean, doesn't have them installed. I haven't cloned the Wing repo, to a point where I can compile Wing and run and basically compile it and use it to compile Wing software.
Exactly.
Okay.
And any contributors out there, so basically you see this list, I guess you have like in your head, you shout, why don't you have a Docker image that already contains all of these prerequisites plus our repo? So that's a good first issue. You discussed it before.
Right.
And that's a step before. Just if we have this, then it's a very short step to actually creating GitHub workspaces that someone can just contribute with the click of a button. So open for contributions.
Nice idea.
Yep.
So you're going to take us through this, basically?
Yeah, I'm going to take us through the beginning of that. It's basically once you have the beginning, you kind of have it all.
Okay.
And also, rumor has it that not everything here
works. Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
We're on it. So let's start. Let's clone the repo. So I'm gonna be working on Visual Studio Code. And
okay, so we're creating.
Yeah, so we're just
cloning
the repo, just then changing directory to the repo, and then doing npm install.
Yeah. Do you mind setting the font a little bit bigger?
You know how?
Yeah, I think I know how.
Great.
Maybe I don't know how.
It's a good thing I'm a CMO and not something technical. Otherwise, it would have been embarrassing not to know.
No, you have good. That means that you have good eyesight. That's what it means. I'm looking like this and say, "Do you mind getting?" I don't see anything anymore. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems to have worked, and we need to update our dependencies, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
And let's see. We need something else, another step here to add our WASI setup. So obviously I already have this on my machine, but just so you see it doesn't make your computer explode. So we'll just do it.
Maybe I switched to Hebrew at one point with my. I was pressing everything on your computer. I had to go to my computer. No, it's in Hebrew. I had to go to my computer to figure out what to press. I mean,
let's see.
You're in Hebrew.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Okay.
Now
great.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this part we can cut out later.
Yeah, exactly.
And okay, so development iteration. Let's just see if my PR got published. Not yet. Never mind. Let's continue. So basically, as you can see here, we're using NX. I think that's a time to maybe discuss our mono repo. So basically, as you can see here, the structure of our project. We discussed we have the apps here. We have the libs. Obviously, we have examples and docs and everything else. And everything is in one mono repo.
Yep.
So basically, now you're going to ask me why do we have a monorepo?
So was it always that we had monorepo? We didn't start from a monorepo, but we moved. Why did we move?
So we started with many, many, many different repos. Actually, we were, I think, 2 months in the project, maybe 10 people, and we had 30 repos. So it was kind of an insane situation.
Yes.
And we had many reasons to move to a monorepo. I think first one was to help contributors to get oriented and know where to go and what to change. And also to concentrate all our efforts on one place. So you have one place to document, you have one place when contributors go into your code, so they look at one thing, one entry point. Another reason was because some of these projects are dependent on each other. So what does it mean to have an SDK, like our standard library, without the compiler, or vice versa? Basically, when you update the version of one, you need to also update the version of the other. So it made sense for us to move to a monorepo, and we're using NX to manage everything, and we've been happy so far.
And we're optimizing the contributor experience. This is something. I mean, this is part of. I mean, this setup needs to be comfortable for people.
And contributors' experience, and also we're optimizing for our own experience, because we want one place. Like when we direct someone to our repo, we want to direct them to one place, and not to a place where for different repos for different needs.
Okay.
So we may have bought a few.
This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to buy time because to see something different here. Okay.
No, it's not buying time. It's like very important stuff that we need to to discuss. Never mind. So actually, we have our monorepo here, and basically NX, and we can do npx NX Wing from the root to build and run everything.
Okay.
If you want to do it, we can do it. If not, we can.
We don't. We can skip this. I mean, just to see this.
Didn't I tell you need to buy time? No. Okay. So let's skip. And basically, the last part is just to run Wing, but not through the binary that was pre-compiled that we use in npm. That we use npm to call. So we have this part. That's like. We're not going to use it now. It's just for debugging. And then we have this command, basically npx NX Wing, and then we give the CLI arguments for Wing. So we're not using npm here to get the Wing compiler. We're building the Wing compiler, compiling it, and then using it. And all of the compiler dependencies will get compiled. Those that have changed before. So let's. Have some example here. So we have npx NX Wing compile. So you can see that I played with it before.
Of course.
But
So this is going to run the Wing command that you.
So it's going to run the Wing compiler with the compile command on this file. If I remember correctly, we need this this fix for the relative path. And let's see what happens. So it sees that there are 4 dependent projects.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's going to compile all of them, and then compile Wing and compile this file.
Wow, so that's really awesome. So it does all of this. So it compiles it and then it runs it. That's nice.
And then we'll be able to see here. This is the apps, and we have the Wing, and we have BNSRC, and now if everything works, it should create a target
directory.
Yeah.
For the output of the compilation.
Yeah. Exactly.
Makes sense.
So let's see what happens here. Drum roll, please.
Should have done.
But you can see here we have the target.
Okay. Nice.
And in the target, we have CDK Terraform out. For anyone who's already played with Wing or have seen our previous shows, this should be familiar to them. And then we have the CDK Terraform with everything in the example. We'll show the example. Probably we should have shown the example before. And then here we have the different Lambda functions that were compiled.
You want to show the example for a second, just for me to figure
Yeah.
out? I mean,
So we have the example.
we're using the captures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The tests,
The test, right?
valid, and
Captures. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
So
we have we have 2 buckets
we have
here,
two.
3 buckets here. We got a queue, we got a Lambda function, another cloud function, another cloud function. Yeah.
So that's the compilation
the
result.
actual compilation result.
Yeah. Another command we can try.
Okay.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Okay.
We can try to do the test.
Oh, nice.
Right, Elad?
Right. Interesting.
Theme of the show.
Yeah.
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 The test or right, Elad?
The test.
No, it's a nice theme for the show. It's a very strong capability.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can see it
Nice.
compiled the file.
So
and
it doesn't have any in-flight test. So we saw this before
Yeah.
because it doesn't have any in-flight test. It's basically it passes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. So so it
interesting.
works. Let's see. Maybe now, not that we need it anymore, but no, still is not published.
Okay.
But the instructions go on, and you can compile other parts. Basically, we have many different parts. We have the VS Code extension, and we have our playground, and we have our SDK, as you've seen before,
Yeah,
and we
right.
have many different parts of our ecosystem, and for each and every one, there are instructions how to compile, how to build, and how to contribute to them, and contribute code. There are other types of
Right.
contribution.
Nice.
And anything else you'd like to know?
No, I think this is going to go through the entire process.